Hello guys and welcome to this video of Tenjiku Gang Explained. In this video, I will be talking about Tenjiku Gang. And this video is going to contain manga spoilers from Tokyo Revengers. So Tenjiku Gang is a motorcycle gang that is led by Izana Kurokawa. And in this gang Izana has many powerful subordinates under his command, and I will be explaining all of them in this video. So Tenjiku Gang is one of the strongest gangs in Tokyo Revengers, and this gang is based in the city of Yokohama. And Tenjiku Gang is also the largest gang in the Kanagawa prefecture, and Tenjiku Gang is the biggest rival of the Tokyo Manji Gang. And Tenjiku Gang was created after Kasaki got kicked out of Toman by Mikey. And during the year 2005, we saw that Kasaki was kicked out of Toman by Mikey, and after being kicked out of Toman, Kasaki decided to approach Izana, and together they created Tenjiku Gang. During this time Izana was homeless and he was also depressed, and he had hit rock bottom. And Kasaki told Izana that for a guy who used to be the strongest, he sure has fallen very far. And then Kasaki asked Izana if he is depressed because of the death of his brother, and this scene from chapter 172 was showing us the moment that led to the creation of Tenjiku Gang. And after this encounter Izana decided to team up with Kasaki, and after teaming up with Kasaki, Izana created Tenjiku Gang with Kakucho and the S62 generation members. Izana is the president of this gang, and serving directly under Izana is the general staff officer of Tenjiku Gang, and his name is Teta Kasaki. And then working directly under the command of Izana are the four heavenly kings of Tenjiku Gang. And the four heavenly kings are the main military force of this gang, and each of these four delinquents leads their own squad. And under the four heavenly kings, the next most high-ranking members are known as the executives, and these executives are also some of the most experienced and powerful delinquents that we have seen in Tokyo Revengers. The uniform of this gang consists of a long red outer coat, with a yin and yang symbol printed on the back of the uniform. And they also have the words, First Generation of Yokohama, which is written in kanji on the back of the jacket, and they also have the words Tenjiku written on the sleeves, and on the rear flap of the uniform. So the leader and president of Tenjiku Gang is Izana Kurokawa. And before Tenjiku was created, Izana was the leader of the 8th generation of the Black Dragons Gang. And Izana has purple eyes and short bleach blonde hair that is styled in a center parted undercut, and he also wears Hanafuda derived earrings on both of his earlobes. Izana is the adoptive brother of Shinichiro Sano, Manjiro Sano, and Emma Sano, however he is not related to them by blood. And Izana rules his gang with an iron fist, and his goal is to make Tenjiku into the biggest crime syndicate in all of Japan. Izana has been shown to be the strongest member of Tenjiku Gang, and he is also shown to be strong enough to fight Mikey as an equal. In fact Izana almost defeated Mikey, and we saw that Izana was able to take many of Mikey's kicks and still remain standing. And according to Yasuhiro Muto, the reason why Izana is the strongest fighter in Tenjiku is because of his undefeatable senses, and his reflexes allow him to easily read his opponent's movements, and this allows him to counter any attack. Izana uses flying kicks as his main method of attack, and his flying kicks are so powerful that he was able to defeat Pei-Yen with only a single kick. Izana treats his subordinates like disposable tools, and he rules over them like a tyrant. And he also looks down on others, regardless of if they are friend or foe. So the next member that I will be talking about is the General Staff Officer of Tenjiku Gang, and his name is Teta Kasaki. And Kasaki is the smartest character in this gang, and the role of Kasaki is to be the brains of the operation, and he is also the person who is responsible for coming up with all the plans for this gang. And even though Izana has the most power in this gang, Kasaki is actually the person who is always in control of everything, and Kasaki is also the person who makes all the important decisions from behind the scenes. And out of everyone in this gang, Kasaki has more influence and control than anyone else. Kasaki is a very cunning and manipulative person, however he also possesses a lot of charisma. And Kasaki is also a very cruel and violent person, and the reason why I say this is because we saw that he used a gun to kill Izana, and he also killed Emma by hitting her in the head with a bat. Kasaki was also strong enough to take many punches from Takemichi, and during the Valhalla arc we saw that he was able to knock out Takemichi with a single punch. Anyway guys, after Izana the next most high-ranking member is Kakucho, and Kakucho is one of the four heavenly kings of Tenjiku. And Kikucho is also the leader of the 4 Heavenly Kings, and this means that he is the strongest member in Tenjiku Gang. Kikucho and Izana used to live together at an orphanage, and they grew up together as brothers. And after Izana created Tenjiku, Kikucho became Izana's most powerful soldier. Kikucho has black hair, and his hair is styled in a buzz cut, and he also has a prominent scar that runs from the back of his skull to the left side of his face. And Kikucho is the very first character that has 2 different eye colors, and his right eye is red and his left eye is white. And he also wears a single drop black earring on his right earlobe. And Kikucho is such a powerful fighter that he was easily able to defeat Angry, Shifuyu, Inupi, and Yasuhiro Muto, and he defeated all of them with only a single punch. Out of all the members in this gang, Kikucho is the most loyal to Izana, so that is the reason why Izana gave him the position of second in command. Up next is Kanji Mochizuki, and he is one of the 4 Heavenly Kings of Tenjiku. Machi is a tall and muscular man with light skin and an imposing presence. He has red eyes, with black-colored hair, and he styles his hair in a rat-tail mohawk, with a braid that extends to his lower neck. Machi possesses immense strength, and his punches send his opponents flying. However, he is also an honorable person, and he prefers to fight one-on-one, in a fair fight. In fact, Machi is so powerful that he used to lead his own gang, and during this time he defeated both Smiley and Angry, and he defeated them all by himself. Next up is Shion Madarame, and he is one of the 4 Heavenly Kings of Tenjiku. Shion is nicknamed the Mad Dog because he enjoys fighting, and he is often seen using a pair of brass knuckles in battle. And Shion is the former president of the 9th generation of the Black Dragons Gang. When he was first introduced, Shion was shown beating up some Toman members with a pair of brass knuckles, and he ruthlessly beat them to a bloody pulp. And Shion has long blonde hair that is swept to the right, and he also has a signature temple tattoo that extends down to his neck, and he also has a small scar that is under his lip. Anyway guys, up next are the Haitani brothers. First is the older brother, and his name is Ran Haitani, and Ran is one of the 4 Heavenly Kings of Tenjiku. He has long yellow braided hair that is dyed black, and he also has purple eyes. And Ran uses a police baton as his signature weapon, and he uses this baton to hit his opponents in the head. During fights, Ran Haitani is very violent, and he sometimes uses dirty fighting tactics. For example, he often uses weapons in fights, like hitting his opponents with his police baton, or using a brick to ruthlessly hit them in the head. Ran can also get teasing and quite cocky at times, and during fights he mocks his opponents. However, Ran Haitani has also been shown to have a lot of respect for Izana and Kikucho, and we saw that he even admitted that he has always admired them. The younger Haitani brother is Rindo Haitani, and he holds the position of executive. Rindo Haitani has short yellow hair, with strands of his hair dyed blue, and he styles his hair in a slicked back hairstyle, and his hair runs all the way down to his neck. Rindo has gray eyes and he wears a circular pair of golden glasses. Rindo Haitani is shown to be quite an expert at wrestling, and his signature fighting tactic is to break his opponent's limbs by twisting them until they snap. Rindo possesses a very sadistic nature, and he often enjoys hearing the painful screams of his opponents while they are getting their limbs broken. The Haitani brothers both wear their own personally customized uniforms that are colored black instead of the traditional red color, and their uniforms have a skull and crossbones design on the left side of the collar. And the Haitani brothers are so influential that they can gather 100 delinquents with only a single call. So next up is Yasuhiro Muto, and he is an executive of Tenjiku Gang. And Yasuhiro Muto is also the former 5th Division captain of Toman. However, Muto decided to betray Toman when he joined Tenjiku. And Muto has brown eyes in the anime, however in the manga he has turquoise-colored eyes. And Muto is a very tall person, and he has blonde hair that is fashioned in a clean undercut, and Muto is always seen wearing the traditional gang uniform. Muto is always seen keeping a stoic exterior, and even in battle he remains calm and collected while he easily knocks out his opponents. And Muto is also a master of martial arts, and this martial arts technique is called judo. And in his fight with Inupi, we saw that Muto used a judo slam, and this attack was so powerful that it knocked Inupi down to the ground. And Muto is so incredibly loyal to Izana that he was even willing to kill someone on his behalf. And Muto is such a powerful fighter that he was able to knock out Takemichi after hitting him with many punches. So the next member of this gang that I will be talking about is Shuji Hanma, and he holds the position of executive. Hanma is a tall and lanky guy, with black hair, and with a stripe of yellow hair dye running down the middle of his head. And Hanma has golden-colored eyes, and he wears a long golden earring on his left earlobe. He has the word punishment tattooed on his right hand, and he also has the word sin tattooed on his left hand. Hanma is known as the Reaper, and he is one of the strongest members in this gang. He always wears the Tenjiku Gang uniform, and Hanma is always seen working alongside Kisaki. Hanma has zombie-like endurance, and he also has very impressive durability. And Hanma is one of the strongest members in this gang, and he was strong enough to fight Draken as an equal. And Hanma was also strong enough to block one of Mikey's signature kicks. And he was also able to defeat Mitsuya, Hakai, Akin, and Chifuyu, and he defeated them all by himself. Hanma is always accompanying Kisaki, and he serves as Kisaki's bodyguard. After Kisaki was kicked out of Toman, Hanma decided to follow Kisaki into Tenjiku Gang, and after joining Tenjiku, Hanma was given the position of executive. Anyway guys, up next is Kokonoi Hajime, also known as Koko. And Koko holds the position of executive, and he also serves as the official treasurer of Tenjiku Gang. And Koko is also the top moneymaker for this gang. And Koko joined Tenjiku after he was captured and blackmailed by Yasuhiro Muto. And the reason why Koko joined Tenjiku is because he wanted to save Inupi and Takemichi. And the reason why Izana wanted Koko to become a member of Tenjiku is because Izana wanted to utilize Koko's money-making abilities in order to become the strongest crime syndicate in all of Japan. And the money made by Koko allows the gang to expand its power and influence all over Japan. Koko is a tall man, with a slim frame, and he always wears a dangling golden earring on his left earlobe. He also has black-colored hair, and his hair is styled in a Deathhawk haircut, which is combed to the right, and the left side of his head is trimmed, with 4 lines shaved on the side of his head. And Koko uses regular punches to fight his opponents, and his punches were powerful enough to knock Benkei down to the ground with a single punch. And Koko was shown to be a strong enough fighter that he was able to fight Inupi as an equal. Next up is Sanzu Haruchiyo, and he is a member of Tenjiku Gang. And Sanzu is also the former 5th Division vice-captain of the Tokyo Manji Gang, and the reason why Sanzu left Toman is because he decided to follow Yasuhiro Muto into Tenjiku Gang. And Sanzu serves directly under Muto as his subordinate, and during this time Sanzu was extremely loyal to Muto, and Sanzu even helped Muto betray Toman. And Tenjiku Gang was eventually disbanded after the battle versus Toman, and this happened after Izana was killed by Kisaki. And at the end of this battle, all of the executives were arrested by the police, and Kisaki was killed after he got ran over by a truck. Anyway guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, and want to see more like it, then like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for watching.